Abandoned by the god of modern Earth and suffocating under the hefty debt, An Lin is just another average Joe in the city. That is until he meets an immortal, powerful practitioner who not only gives him a superpower, but also sends him to a magical academy in an entirely different dimension. Although it may seem his turn by push-ups, Lin believes this mission is difficult to finish and goes out late at night to seek advice from Xiaolan. Little did he know that he had made enemies on his first day. A masked guy emerges from behind him to ambush him. The intruder attempts to hit him many times, but Lin effortlessly dodges and uses the darkness and his system to successfully land a punch and remove his mask. He knows the man is Liu Debao, who had previously spoken out against him unfairly joining Class 1. Debao attacks him with a pendant, but Xiaolan intervenes with her sword pointed right at him. Xiaolan and Lin glance around and notice the actual Debao behind the closed doors, shouting and challenging Lin to meet him outside the dormitory. That's when it hits them. If that is Debao, then who is the imposter standing in front of them? The imposter leaps forward to strike Xiaolan before they have any opportunity to act, but Lin with his light speed moves in front of her and shields her. However, the imposter gets the chance to escape. The next day, Lin observes that everyone dislikes him because he's considered weak, so he plans on proving his worth in class to stop people from looking down on him or even coming for his life. He is all pumped up until he enters the class. The lecture starts and he's unable to understand anything. Some of the teachers aren't even human, but rather objects. One of the teachers hands them phones and tells them to do whatever they want. Heaven on earth for us lot, but for Lin, it is boredom, so he just dozes off to sleep. Lin wakes later and is told by Miss Ewing to duel with the class representative, Shan Yan. Xiaolan, on the other hand, does not approve of this fight since it is unfair. Instead, she agrees to battle him and unleash her raw ability, stunning Lin. The fight is a piece of cake for Shan Yan. He simply negates her blows and restrains her with a spirit formation spell. Seeing that Xiaolan is at a disadvantage, Lin steps in and unleashes her own unique power that no one had ever witnessed. The back and forth struggle leads him to level up to a higher realm. Lin punches his opponent, but the latter dodges and restrains the other with his formation chains. However, it turns out that it was all part of Lin's elaborate plan, and he had missed the punch on purpose to attack the formation's weak area. As a result, Lin's cultivation rises to the 4th stage. Everyone's jaws drop to the floor at how such a low-level student could take on a Class 1 high-nurturing level student. Lin is overjoyed and the system opponent, who is a higher Chin, appears and blocks his path by touching the lightning with his finger. He turns around and informs Lin that if he wants to locate him, he should wait until he has acquired a certain special skill. At this time, the system informs Lin that only he, Wang, and Shaolin are remaining in the competition, and his chances of making the top 15 have decreased to 0.1%. The system implies that his only chance of making the top 15 is to defeat Wang Shenzhen, or else he would be penalized. Lin starts yelling at Wang to challenge him. He promptly removes Xiaolan and the other players from the game because he does not want them to get injured. They battle one-on-one now that only Wang and Lin remain. Wang utilizes his Golden Dragon Spear and Lightning Bolt to assault, while Lin uses his Mountain Quaking Fist. Lin's attacks do not even leave a scratch on Wang. Lin's only alternative is to imitate Chin's move. He shuts his eyes and begins to have flashbacks, allowing him to unleash the heavenly splitting finger successfully. Lin's one touch is all it takes to tear a hole in the sky. Following the explosion, everyone is surprised to learn that the person who was eliminated from the effect was Wang. Lin then passes out, wakes up 10 days later after winning. As he awakens, he realizes that everyone is addressing him differently, instead of perceiving him as an easily dispatching their foes. That's when they observe an eerie feather girl approaching them. She claims to be the Dark Knight sent by God to kill Lin. She unleashes heavenly calamity that is meant to absorb all the spirits in the mortal world. After that, she gives up her own soul. Meanwhile, Lin enters his subconscious world and realizes that his system is actually a girl from a fairyland. Apparently in her realm he has died and she traveled across dimensions just to be with him. She gives him the last ounce of power that he uses not only to save her, but also to put an end to the heavenly calamity. In the end, the fairy asks An Lin to come and find her in the fairy world.